Frequency Fluid channel here with part two of the Happy New Year 2021 special, guys. It's a very special day. We've made it. We have made it through 2020. Be proud of yourself. I want to hear a round of applause for everybody right now for yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Real quick, I want to go into something really awesome. I want to tell you a story. This is a true story, okay? It's about a man named Oliver. It's a true story. I actually know this man. And the reason I know this man is because I know the man that saved Oliver's life. Oliver was in very, very, very bad shape. He didn't live the best lifestyle. He found himself, literally as stereotypical as it sounds, he found himself in the back of an alley, unconscious. He was dying, people. He was on his very last breath. He had been there for 2 days. Um, the details about how Oliver ended up in that alley dying on his last breath, they're a little bit murky to me still. It's kind of hard for him to go into it, and I understand that's why I would never want to push that. But I did want to share this because he asked if I could share this with you all. And the story of Oliver is that he was on his deathbed, and he was in an alley, and it was because of some decisions he had made in life and some mistakes he had made. So he was in a very bad way. And thank God that a man walked by, and he saw him, and he called 911 right off the bat, and he, of course, he looked down, and he tried to talk to him and say, hey, are you okay, bud? Are you okay, man? He thought that Oliver was already gone, and for whatever reason, for whatever strength that was inside of Oliver, whenever he heard that man's voice after 2 days of being in that alley, that he he mustered up the strength to open one eye, and I mean barely, just barely enough, and he was taking his last breath. And the man immediately said, "Oh my God, he's alive!" And he started doing CPR. He started doing CPR immediately on Oliver. He resuscitated him. He started his breathing back. By the time the police got there and the ambulance got there, he was breathing on his own strength. And it is just amazing. I would like to share that Oliver has made a complete turnaround in his life. Um, the man that saved him is one of my very best friends and has been one of my very best friends for a very, very long time. And his name is James. It's funny because we have the same name. My middle name is James. So, yeah, he had that strength, and at that very moment in his darkest day, in his darkest time, and whenever he felt that he was giving up and he was done and he was gone, he had enough strength to open one eye because he heard that spiritual voice who was actually a real person who was there to save him. So it's a beautiful thing. Never give up on things that you see that you think are going away and slipping away. Don't give up on yourself. Keep that frequency fluid mindset to know you might have to jump into action at some point in time to help somebody. So stay strong, and again, like I said in our last post of the part one of New Year 2021, if you feel weak and weary, be proud of yourself that you are beautiful enough to know and have that self-realization that you can say, hey, I'm feeling weak, and that's okay. You right there have breathed life into yourself and in your spirit, and you have resuscitated yourself, much like my very best friend resuscitated Oliver. So God bless to everybody who's made it through a hard time. um, um, you know, frequencyfluid at AOL.com. If you have an inspirational story, please share it to me. We will get it out there. We will get your word out there, your voice, and your life experiences so that we can all learn from them together and become, as I said before, one as a human, as a people. That's what it's all about. I want to focus on one more thing here, too, as a hard point. The hard point I want to say is you be strong in your New Year's resolution, okay? Uh, Stay focused to find your fluid frequency, okay? Find that vibrational beauty that you are, that you have, okay? Because you do have it. Whether or not you think that. A lot of people think ugly of themselves, but you're beautiful, and you have a beautiful soul and a beautiful spirit, and I truly believe everyone's born innocent in this world. So go back to that, revert back to that, find your beauty inside, focus on it, stay strong with it. And if that's all you have is one memory of how happy you were when you were 5 years old, build off of it. Build off of it and be proud. Don't be afraid to say, man, I remember that. I remember that, and I remember how I was and how much I felt good about talking to my mom whenever she was crying one day or something. Maybe you helped your mom, or maybe you helped your dad, or your aunt, or your uncle, or your brother, or your sister get through something like that when you were very little. So we're capable of great things as people. And don't forget that you're capable of great, great things. Every single day you wake up with a million chances to make a difference in your life. And I've got to promote that, and I've got to make sure people know that. I have to remind myself of those things. A lot of times I get up and I feel weak and weary, or I feel less strong, maybe that I can't make a difference. But the fact of the matter is that you can make that difference, and you will make that difference by staying strong with the frequency fluid mindset. A couple of fun facts I really want everybody to remember. Today is a very important day in history because here in the United States, today was the day that Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation. Pardon my word drop there. The Emancipation Proclamation was signed today. Thank you, Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln, thank you. Thank you, Lincoln. I appreciate you, Father Abe, for bringing us all together. You bring us all together. As you see, I can stumble on words too. It's okay to stumble and fall on your experiences. There's nothing wrong with it. But you don't stop. You don't stop, and you show that humanity, that humane side of who you are. We're human, you know? We're only human. So remember that you're beautiful. Make yourself a New Year's resolution to consistently stay on a frequency fluid mindset, guys. If there's nothing else you can resolve to, stay strong in the commitment to yourself that you are going to be positive to yourself, and you're going to outflow that energy to people around you. Okay? Another fun fact today, over in Rome, today was the very first, I'm sorry, today was the last day that the gladiator competitions were held in Rome, January 1st, okay? In 1622 was the very last day that the gladiator competitions were held in Rome. And just think about what it took to overcome those adversities and be a gladiator in Rome and fight lions and fight men trying to come at you with spears. You're strong enough to fight that. You're strong enough to appreciate it and get through it. And I don't want you to ever forget that. Please stay strong. Remember the story of Oliver. Remember who you are and that you're beautiful. I hope you all enjoyed part 1 and part 2 of Happy New Year 2021. May you have a blessed, blessed day, and we will see you all soon. Please like, hit subscribe, please share. Check me out on @FrequencyFluid at TikTok. Got some poetry on there, guys. Got some singing on there. A lot of fun stuff, okay? Share it, follow. I'll follow you back. FrequencyFluid at AOL.com. And just remember you're beautiful. And I love you. And I'm proud of you. Amen. Have a blessed day. Bye now.